All right, continuing with our study guide, my friend Flippy here is going to read number 9. 1 sec.
Number 9. Which algebraic equation will Alex want to use to determine the total amount of food a dolphin will eat over a 5-year period? If X equals pounds of food per year. Very interesting.
So all we got to do is look at that. So if a dolphin, a dolphin will eat over a 5-year period, which is going to be, the total amount is F, right? And it's going to equal, if X equals a pound of food per year. So X is per year, and it's going to talk about 5-year period, right? So it just means F, just food, equals 5 years times each year. That's all we're going to have to do here. It's not going to be plus, it's not going to be divided, or X divided by any of this. It's just F equals 5X. Number 10 says, look at the problem below. A rectangle plus triangle equals 51. If triangle equals 22, if rectangle equals 22, what is triangle? We're just going to substitute this in. So instead of rectangle, we're going to have 22 plus our triangle, right, equals 51. Instead of triangle, I'm just going to write a variable because it's the same thing. Equals 51. And then all we have to do is solve. And we know how to do this already, right? We're going to take away 22 from this side, which means I'm going to take it away from this side. Whatever I do on this side, I have to do on this side of the equal sign. I'm left with M, and 51 minus 22 equals, you know what? I'll let you guys figure that one out. Number 11, Megan counted the candies she had in a jar. She discovered that half of the candies were red. If she had 50 red candies, in which equation does X represent the total number of candies in the jar? So it's telling us, and let's underline some keywords here. If she had 50 red candies, she discovered that half of the candies were red, right? Half of them. And 50 of them are actually red. So in which equation does X represent the total number of candies in the jar? X represent the total number of candies in the jar. So it's going to be 1/2, right? It's not 1/2 of 50 that equals red. It's going to be 1/2 of all of the candies, right? That equals 50. So picture this as total candies, right? And then 50 of them are red, which is only like right here, which is half the candies, right? So it's going to be 1/2 times all of our candies, which is the total number of candies. Let me draw that. And that equals, what did it tell us? 50, right? So here's our equation. 1/2 times X, which is equals 50. And we all know it's 100, right? Half of X equals 50. That's our answer. I don't know about you guys, but I'm craving some red peanut butter M&Ms. If you guys want to bring me some tomorrow, I will not be mad at you. Skipping around a little bit here. I think you guys can do a bunch of these on your own. So let's see here. Sophie has 327 inches of wire. She needs 500 inches of wire to complete her project. Which equation will help Sophie figure out how much wire she needs to buy? So we know that she needs at least 500, right? So we're going to say equals 500 because that's how much she needs to complete her project. She already has 327. So what we need to do here is we're going to add W to this, right? 327 plus W equals how much wire we need, right? And then the easy way to figure that out is we're going to we don't need to figure it out, but one second. Actually, no, it's not asking you guys to solve it, but if it was, that's how you would do it, right? You would subtract 327 from each side, you get an answer, figure out how much wire she still needs to buy. All right. Okay, which answer is the solution for x? X over 7 equals 8. One way you can do it is, again, you have the opportunity, because it gives you answers here, to just substitute in for x, because there's different options there. Or you can actually solve for your variable, right? Like we isolate the variable and figure out how to do that, which I think is usually the easiest way. So x, let's say I'm going to multiply by 7, because this is x divided by 7. So I'm going to do the opposite operation. I'm left with x equals 8 times 7, which is 56, right? And there's our answer. Again, the other way you could have done it is to put a number in there. 8 divided by 7. That equal 8 somehow? No, right? 15 divided by 7 is like 2. You can try 15. 15 divided by 7 is like 2 point something. That's not going to equal 8. 48 divided by 7 doesn't go in there evenly, but 7 times 7 is 49. So it doesn't really work there, right? It's 6 something. And 56 divided by 7 equals 8. So that would be our answer. All right. So this one is the table. It says which equation is shown in the table above. So we have x here. And we have, normally would not call this y, but we're going to call it z, because right here it says z, right? Okay, so let's figure out what we're doing to get to this. So going from 1 to 7, how did I get from 1 to 7? I can either add 6, right? Or I can multiply by 7, so times 7. Any other ways I can think of? Not really. So let's try out the next one. 3 times 7 would equal 21, so that's not how I got to 9. But 3 plus 6 equals 9. Okay, so x, so far, this side, which is our x, plus 6 equals 7. 3 plus x equals 9. 5 plus 6 equals 11. So we figured it out. Z is going to be x plus 6, right? That's our equation. This is definitely going to be on the quiz tomorrow, or test tomorrow, so make sure you guys understand how I got there. All I did is add 6 to get to each of these, right? 7 plus 6 equals 13, 5 plus 6 equals 11, 3 plus 6 equals 9, 1 plus 6 equals 7. So that's my equation. X plus 6 equals z, right? Because z, that's what these are. All right, this is the last one I'm going to work out for you guys. So we have 16 minus m equals 9. You guys are given been given permission to use the ability to do your elementary school math, and just know that 16 minus something equals 9, and you can kind of figure it out, right? 16 minus negative 27, we're not going to do it to you guys. 16 minus negative 7, we haven't taught you guys how to do that yet. So 16 minus 7, does that equal 9? It sure does, right? Because 7 plus 9 equals 16. Or 16 minus 27, that'd be a negative number, so that's not going to work. So right off the bat, we can tell it's going to be this. If you do want to use the way that we've been working with you guys, even though we haven't taught this part of it, is to isolate, or to make your variable positive first. So I'm going to add m here, which means I need to add m to this side, which gives me 16 equals 9 plus m, right? And then you can go ahead and do what we are used to. Now we're going to subtract 9 from this side, which means I subtract 9 from this side. I'm left with m on the right side, right? I got rid of these. 16 minus 9 equals 7. And there's our answer. 7 equals m, which is the same as m equals 7. All right. That was the last one I'm doing. Good luck tomorrow. Come with questions if you have any before you have your test. Have a good one.